Hey friends, my name is Big Dub, and I am recording this video on December 2nd, 2019, and hopefully you're watching it on December 1st, 2020, or sometime after that, or maybe if I did better, sometime before that. And let me tell you a little bit about myself. I work in business management. I travel a lot for work. And what that has led to is gaining quite a bit of weight. About 6 years ago now, I moved out of the Southeast into the Midwest United States, and with that started traveling for work. And I gained a bunch of weight just due to lack of self-control, to be honest, and having a lot of things available, and I did a poor job. And I've always been a bigger guy, played sports growing up. I was 300 pounds as a senior in high school to play football, and stayed right in that general weight for a long time until I moved. And it's time to make a change. And I'm not one to weekly document this. If you follow my channel, you know that I have a weekly vlog that airs on Sundays called Dub Life. And the tone of that is fun and silly and positive and upbeat. And it's with my family and friends, and I didn't want to talk about all this during that. So I just want to make one video that I hope to be making video clips throughout the next 12 months and capture this journey. So let's first see what I weigh right now, and then we'll talk a little more.
373.
So there you see, 373 is my weight as of today, December 2nd. And my goal will be to lose 75 pounds by December 1st, 2020, over that 12 months. So a little bit over like 6.5 pounds a month, 1.75 pounds a weekish type pace is my focus, is my goal. And that's to get myself back under 300 pounds for the first time in a while. And then there's certainly some more work to do from there, but I feel like that's a good start. Now, why am I doing this in December instead of January? That's kind of crazy, right? To start right as you're getting into Christmas. Well, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. We just had Thanksgiving, so I didn't want to do it before that, but I didn't want to do it when everyone else was doing it. Everybody tries to do something in January, and a lot of times you falter off before the end of January. I felt as if I could make it through December when you've got Christmas and holiday snacks and goodies and everything else, that I could build the habit before January got here, and maybe that would help me be persistent. So that is why I'm starting early, to actually challenge myself a little more. The tools I'm going to use, I have an Apple Watch Series 5. I'm going to use that to help me. A primary thing I'm going to use is the Ring Fit Adventure, the new workout game on the Nintendo Switch that has a Pilates ring. I'm hopeful that will help me with some exercise to start with, and then maybe I'll pivot into some other things. I'm going to use the app MyFitnessPal to track what I'm eating. Those are probably my three main tools that I'm going to use. I'm trying to eat a lot healthier using MyFitnessPal. My Apple Watch will help me track my steps, help me get up, be more active, breathe more, exercise more. I'm going to try to film our rings every day, and the Ring Fit Adventure. So 3 pieces of technology is what I hope will get me where I need to be. The way this video will work is I'm going to weigh myself just weekly. I'm not interested in checking in more often than that. I understand that there will be weeks of big weight loss, especially maybe the first couple weeks where I stop drinking sugar sodas and sweet tea and some of that stuff, and you drink a lot of water and you have a lot of water weight fall off. And then you'll have weeks where nothing happens, even though you basically just ate carrots the whole week. I understand the way it works. I've actually lost a lot of weight one other time, right before I moved to the Midwest. I live in Atlanta, Georgia now. I've since moved back home. But I, at one time, was down under 250 pounds, which was quite a burden for me. I was wearing like mediums in some cases, because I'm just a big framed individual. That's why they call me Big Dub. So that's the way it's going to be. I really hope this is successful. I'll just show you a little intermingling of clips as I'm working out or eating or things like that. This video will probably be a pretty good length. And once a month, I'll check in with you and talk to you and tell you what I'm hating and what I'm not, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm excited. I think I can do it. Hopefully you're watching this and you're like, you did it. So that's the focus. Let's go. workout 1 with the Ring Fit Adventure. Kicked my butt. Went through the first stage, killed the boss. It's pretty fun and it's hard. I gotta stick with it. Rub it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, right across the ash. Energetic exercise, hooray! Checking in with you, January 1st, 2020. Weight today, 368.9, down 4.1 pounds in the first month, which I'm pleased with. A little bit short of average I need to do to get to my goal by the end of 12 months. However, like I talked about, I started in December to try to build the habits when it was hard, not when it was easy in January. And I think I did a good job of that, losing 4 pounds across the holidays, where there was lots of goodies and treats. Went home and mom baked a bunch of pies, cakes, all that kind of stuff. Make it hard, and so I'm proud of myself. And I didn't, I indulged somewhat, but I kept it limited. So down 4 pounds in the first month is a thing I am very pleased with. Pound a week average. A little disappointed in the second week where I gained some weight. That was a week I traveled, and that's always going to be a hard week for me because I can't work out as much, and there's just lots of good stuff to eat, and it's hard to find a good choice sometimes, depending on how I'm traveling, who I'm with. But I'm pleased. But however, I do recognize already a month in that this is going to be a long stretch, and I need some accountability and some competition. So my buddy, the elusive Andrew, if you watch my other videos on YouTube, you'll have seen Andrew. He's going to join in starting today with us, and we actually are going to have a prize that we are going to compete for every month, which I will show you in another clip or two when Andrew gets here in a few days. So Andrew is weighing in. We're going to check in with him here, and then when he gets here in a few days, we'll talk to him and show you the prize.
All right, elusive Andrew coming to you from my bathroom. So I am participating with Big Dub in this weight loss challenge. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to weigh in. It is 12/31/2019. I'm not in a situation tomorrow where I can weigh in, so I'm going to knock this out now. Okay, so let's see where we are right now. Let's see. Oh, I got keys in my pocket. I don't want to dirty the pool. We are looking at a 237 on 12/31. I look forward to this. Big Dub, coming for you, brother.
Well, we have Andrew. He's arrived, and here's the way our challenge is going to go. Each month for 2020, so 1 month longer than this video will actually run, since this video will end in December. So we'll have a final month that you won't see. Or maybe we'll just end in December and eat a bunch of goodies and
let December count. We'll see. Touch it.
You want to do like December 15th, so then that way we can just gorge out?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe.
Something.
So we have 3 things we're competing in each month. It is the percentage of total weight loss. So you saw each of our current weights. You'll see my weight more often than his because there's more to the challenge than that. But we'll have the percentage. That's one thing you can win. Number 2 is how many times you fill up the green ring and the red ring on your Apple Watch in a month. You have to do both in a day for it to count as 1. Pretty straightforward.
Yep.
And then the third thing is we have challenges on the Apple Watch. Whoever wins the most challenges in a month. So if you win 2 out of 3 or all 3, show them the prize you will win for the month. We have the World Championship belt. World Heavyweight Championship. The Ric Flair style.
Woo!
With the red like snake skin on the underside. Very nice. And you will win that for the month. And then you have to defend it for the next month.
And he is probably got a little bit of a head start on
So
me.
get used to wearing it because that's the only time you're going to wear it.
That's right. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So that's what we're competing for. So find out in a few clips who won next month. Any words?
Woo!
Woo!
Well, checking in with you because it is just after work on the 31st of January. So tomorrow we weigh in for the end of month number 2, being 1/6 of the way in, 17% in, and having a lot of time to kind of work through some of my process. I thought I'd actually check in and talk to you formally a little bit more about that process. This will probably be a longer update, and future ones will be a lot shorter because I just wanted to talk through some of the things that are working. And I think it's going pretty well. You saw on the Monday's weigh-in that you probably just saw. I've had a really good month, but I've also been sick going into that for 4 or 5 days and didn't have much of an appetite. So, plus a lot of water rate in the early days, that kind of thing. So I'm not sure that tomorrow when I weigh in it'll be quite that much, but I'm hopeful that it's really good. And I've been working really hard this week, so I hope it will be. So let's talk about a few of the things that have changed. One thing, I do have the Withings or Withings, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Smart Body Analyzer, the smart scale that you're seeing. I'm cropped in on. In the early weigh-ins, you probably saw an X after my weight. That's because I had not paid attention to my health and my weight in so long. I didn't even have it set up anymore. Once you have it set up right, it'll know it's you. It'll take your weight, automatically put it on your phone, put it on your different health apps. So now you should see my name appearing after it. But it also shows your weight, your steps you've taken in a day, your heart rate, different things, your body mass index, temperature, CO2 levels. It goes through a series of screens that it can do, which is really good. So I had to set that up and make that X go away. Those tools help, so I'd recommend that. A couple supplementary things. You've only seen maybe 1 or 2 clips of them. I picked up 2 kettlebells and a mat. I haven't actually used the mat yet. But the kettlebells I'm using as a supplementary thing to the game to add a little weight resistance, and I'll talk more about that in a bit. But I got those at Five Below, and they were all $4 or $5. So they have quite a good workout section at Five Below. But I wanted to supplement a little weight, actual resistance weight, not just the dial, the ring. So routine has been really important to me. I come out of a football athlete world, like I talked about. And so I've just kind of simulated my game week, like back when I was a high school football player, coaching high school football, where Friday is game day, and then everything you do builds to Friday. So my week for the workout purposes starts on a Sunday. Sunday I go a little harder than other days. Not the hardest, but a little harder, because that's like mentally I'm getting ready for the week. And sometimes I'm doing that in the evening instead of the morning. And I'm just kind of winding down from the weekend, trying to burn off a little extra, and then getting ready to go. Monday through Thursday are like my prep days, and I just try to hit 30 minutes. That's what I try to hit. I try to hit the game for 30 minutes, and then I'm adding in 30, 40 reps of supplementary lifts with those kettlebells. I do that right before I stretch at the end, after I'm done playing the game. So like this month, I've been doing squats and bicep curls and tricep extension. In February, I'll do 3 different ones. So I'm just trying to add in some things with those kettlebells. That's Monday through Thursday. That's kind of game prep. It's practice. It's routine practice. Then Friday's game day. Friday is my longest day. I work out for at least an hour on Friday, sometimes an hour and a half if I have time to do it. And that's all in the game, and I go as hard as I can. That's all in the Ring Fit Adventure. So that's the pattern that's working for me. Then Saturday is my lightest day. It's the day I don't work out quite as hard. I'll make sure to get 30 minutes in, but I may not actually do, it may all be different exercises, not as much cardio. That's the routine that has worked for me. And the diet, which is a key I haven't talked a lot about, is working along with that. So I follow the same thing. On that Monday through Wednesday, those weekdays, I'm eating very rigid. I'm having something like a Nutri-Grain bar or some type of breakfast bar for breakfast. I'm having a protein bar for lunch, and then snacks, maybe 1 or 2 snacks in those in-between times, having things like almonds or pistachios or just peanut butter without bread, different things like that. Pita chips, I have some pita chips. That's where I'm putting kind of in the snack thing. And then dinner is something I'm going to make at home. This month I've had a lot of stuff I needed to get rid of, like frozen pizzas and things that aren't great for me, but I would make it last a couple meals instead of 1 meal, some of that stuff. So not wonderful, but that's what I would do. And if I felt like I had worked hard enough and I had some quote-unquote calories left, maybe I'd have some ice cream or sugar-free chocolate or something like that, just to have something sweet. Then Thursday night, pre-game, so to speak, I'd go out, and that's what I eat a nice dinner out. I would kind of get whatever I wanted, I just wouldn't go overboard. So like I may have fried pork chops, but I'd have collard greens and broccoli instead of mashed potatoes and gravy and macaroni cheese. Or sometimes I even just got like fish or shrimp or something like that. So I'm just trying to make a better choice when I have the opportunity to make a choice. That happens on Thursday night. It's kind of my celebratory meal. I got through the work week. Now I'm entering Friday and the weekend. Friday, after I work out really hard that day, that also helps me burn off whatever I did Thursday night. Friday, I'm with friends. We're doing something, and I'm just kind of going with it. Whatever happens, and again, just try to make the best choice I can. Saturday, I'd call my cheat day. That's where I may have something sweet, something a little nicer. I just try not to overdo it. But that's kind of the cheat day, and I'm kind of just treating it fairly normal. Sunday, a good lunch, and then I move back into where something lighter like a protein bar for dinner as I do my workout. So that diet has been pretty strict. I'm under 2,000 calories that I've consumed basically every day, and then I'm trying to burn off 600 or 700 of those as well through the workout. And then like something like this morning, on a Friday morning, I burned over 1,000 calories on my heavy day. So that's kind of what I'm doing with the food structure. It's worked now. You just have to change the way you think. It's relatively sustainable. You know, I think as I lose more weight and have a little more wiggle room, I'll probably add in some more bread or something like that during the day to help keep me more full. But so far, it's working. Now, another thing that I want to talk about, competition and accountability. That's important. I think it's important for all of us. Competition may not be what you need, but accountability will definitely be something you need. Somebody that knows what's going on and will help you, will help remind you to do it. And it's a lot less about competition, but more visible accountability. So we're using the Apple Watch, and I have 3 people that are holding me accountable from the 3 different areas of my life. My work life, my family life, and then my personal life, like friends, significant other, whatever. And I have a friend in each of those categories that I'm doing Apple Watch competitions with every week. So they can see that I'm exercising what I'm doing, and I'm trying to beat them. So my younger sister, Victoria, is my family member. You know about Andrew because we're in the competition. That's my friend. And then I have a coworker, Lisa, and that's who's helping me stay accountable. They can see my activity. They can see that I worked out. We talk about it a little bit. We try to make it fun if they're competitive. Others are not so competitive. So we just talk about it and try to encourage each other. But the visibility of that really, 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 I think, helps. So accountability is important. Now let's talk about the 2 main tools. First, the Apple Watch. I've actually found the rings to be really motivating. I hope today I get another perfect day. If I get a perfect day today, I'll have completed a perfect month where I filled out all of the red and the blue and the green rings. I think it's blue, right? Yeah, the stand. Every single day in January. I've never done that before. So hopefully I get that, and if so, I'll show you in a little video clip of that, some of my Apple Watch progress coming up. But that has helped me more than I ever thought it would. When I originally bought the Apple Watch, the day it came out, I got it the launch day 3 or 4 years ago, and I was hoping that's what it would do, but it finally is working that way for me. So I'm excited about that. It has different achievements and trophies. If you play Xbox, you get Xbox achievements and Sony trophies or whatever. And that stuff really has been working. It's been working for me. So that's what I've got going on with the Apple Watch. It's been really helpful. And I hope that it will continue to help me in that way. And I think it will. As for the Ring Fit, it's been tremendous. I can't rave about it enough. I actually enjoy the game. Like, I want to progress in the game. I want to get things done. I want to beat levels. I want to beat bosses. I want to unlock stuff. That's wonderful. Like, it makes me want to play the game. And then it has a lot of growing RPG elements, a skill tree, different attacks you can learn. And if you're familiar with gaming, you sometimes in RPGs you get OP, or in other games where you're too good, you're too powerful for the level. When that happens in this game, it's because you are. It's because you can do squats good enough, or doing squats to hurt the boss isn't as hard as it used to be. That's actually you gaining strength and conditioning. That's a super cool feeling to have it happen to you in this game. So I am amazed constantly at how good it reminds you to do stuff, keep your form, take a break, how it evolves. I thought it would kind of be a one-trick pony, but it's not. Each level you go to adds a new level of complexity. Now you've got to fly. Now you've got to row a boat. And the way they get you to do these things is so unique, and it really works. So both of my sisters are now playing it, and they love it. I cannot recommend the Ring Fit Adventure enough. I know as you're watching this, it's much later than January. It's probably December, or if I happen to reach my goal early, I'll probably put this out early. But I cannot recommend enough the convenience of having it in your home where you can just go right to it. I do it in the morning personally, except for Sundays. I get out of bed, I just get dressed, and I go do it. And 30 minutes later, I'm in the shower getting ready for work. As opposed to the ×2 or ×3 if I had to drive to a gym and all of that stuff. And I feel like I'm getting a great workout, and I think the results are showing. So I feel really good about where I'm at. I think I'm going to beat Drew this month in the challenge and get the belt. If so, you'll see me doing a little trash talk. The next clip, you'll see me weigh in tomorrow morning. And hopefully, we've had a good month. We need to be probably in the range of 13, 14 pounds lost total to be on pace to hit the 75 pounds by December. And as of right now, I had exceeded that unless I gained weight this week. But again, because I was sick, I possibly may have gained weight this week. So we'll see. I'm really excited. Let's see what the weigh-in is, and then we'll keep going and see if we can do it.
Just weighed in, looks like 235. So that looks like it's about a 2-pound loss from January 2nd to February 1st, which is fine, It's a marathon, not a sprint. But I do want to acknowledge Big Dub for winning the January contest. It will not be the same outcome in February. February is my month. I feel a little dangerous because now I'm in a routine. Now I am in the zone. It's okay. You do what you do, Big Dub. We'll see each other on March 1.
Well, Andrew, it looks like we've got ourselves an inaugural champion. Oh, Goldie is right where it belongs. And don't feel bad. You kind of tried. If you count losing within the first minute trying to to the DDT, but it's all right because you get a rematch this month. But Goldie's staying right here. And if you know what's good for you, you'll just go ahead and concede. And then touch it. Here we are again, right about another time to weigh in on March 1st. And I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like I've had a good month. The results each week have seemed encouraging. I felt like I might hit a plateau, but I haven't. I know I've definitely already won the competition. I feel bad for Drew. He actually got sick for a while this month, and I think he's struggling a little bit to find a routine, but he's been traveling a lot more than me. But I went ahead and whipped that tail anyway. You know, that's what it is. So I'm about 25%, or I'm exactly 25% into the challenge, maybe slightly less because February is a shorter month. And I think I'm, over 40% to my goal, which is awesome. And I had lost 8% or so of my body weight. That may grow. So I'm feeling really good about where I'm at. I had some variables I had to deal with at the Super Bowl, so I feel good about that. Or in February with the Super Bowl party. I had my mom's birthday. I had a surprise party with visitors for a full weekend. And I didn't want to just be eating protein bars while there's a lot of celebratory things. I wanted to participate with moderation to all of that stuff. So I really worked hard for the 2 weeks that kind of engulfed those events. And actually I've kind of gotten a routine of working out about an hour a day now. So that's helpful. I wanted to have a slice of cake for a birthday and then those types of things. And I think I did a good job of that. We'll find out here when we check in a scale. So I feel very positive. I want to keep going. There are a couple new things to talk about. One, you see I've started to implement the kettlebells more. Like I said, about 4 times a week, and now once a week I'm doing like a longer, almost like a full 30-40 minute kind of total body workout with kettlebells. I need to get some heavier ones. We'll probably see that here in the next month, so I can do some different things. I've also started to introduce walking and running, which I think in the very last clip you saw, I try to walk 4 times a week for at least 20 minutes and make sure I go over a mile, and I try to jog at least once a week. Try to get a mile, but I don't push it on that. I just want to get my body used to being outside. It's cold right now. We've had a lot of rain, so it's not the best weather to be doing that. But I've been successful the whole month of February doing that. And that's to get my body exposed to different types of things, get my joints exposed to different shock and stuff, rather than always being indoors. My lungs and that type of stuff. It's been going good. When I went for a jog a couple weeks ago for the first time, it's the first time I went for a jog in 7 years. So I feel really good about that. For food, I got through all the older stuff like I talked about I needed to work through, and now I've been cooking for myself most weekdays, and then the weekends I'm usually doing something, so we eat out a little more. But I'm really good about that. I'm doing vegetables and fruits and lean protein, and not a lot of fat, not a lot of carbs. At least in terms of breads and those types of things. I'm trying to limit my pastas as best I can, maybe only having it like once a week. So feeling pretty good about that. adding fruits and vegetables and yogurts, some nuts to just the protein bars. I'm feeling really good. Lots of good encouragement, more competitions on the Apple Watch. People have noticed what I'm doing. They want to join in, they want to help. Some of my friends, Josh and Karina, they both got Apple Watches. That helps me, and it really seems to be encouraging. I had 9 different people I was competing with on my Apple Watch in February, whereas in January I only had 3. So I had 9 different people, and I won all of the challenges. It was a drastic amount, 25 or 26. If you look at my dashboard that'll come up here, you'll see that number jumped out quite a bit, went undefeated. Another big scoreboard is the doctor. The results, I had my 3-month doctor check, and I'm on 4 medicines right now. I'm on a uric acid medicine, I'm on a cholesterol medicine, a blood pressure medicine, and a pre-diabetes medicine. And most of those I've been on for 18 months or 2 years, and a lot of that I gotta do better. I gotta get off that stuff. I'm very happy to report that all of my numbers went drastically down, and everything went into normal range, except for my low cholesterol is a little bit low, and my blood pressure is slightly high. Now that's with still being on the medicines, so there's still a lot of work to do, but that's super encouraging that like if those numbers had been what I showed up with 18 months ago, I wouldn't have had any of this medicine prescribed. So I really want to get off those. It's probably going to take another year or 2, but that's a big goal. So I'm really encouraged by the positive results at the doctor's office. My doctor was super impressed. The nurses were impressed. Reversing that trend, trying to stay away from that stuff. So that made me feel good. I got some upcoming challenges. Next week, for the first time since December, I will be traveling for work. And that means I got to figure out a way to work out on the road. I'm planning to bring my Switch with me and do it in the hotel room. I might use the hotel gym as well. We're just gonna see how it evolves. But that's gonna be my first big challenge. Partnering with that, yesterday I beat Ring Fit Adventure. I beat the game. I finished the last world, the last boss.
Like the skill, and good luck. Okay, let's move. Firmly hips and upper body at the same time. Great! Perfect! Okay! Keep it up! One left!
And I don't know how that's gonna affect me. It unlocked like a New World Plus, so there is some new stuff I can do at Unlock. I don't know how long that goes. It doesn't really have a story anymore, it doesn't appear. It's just exercise, which is fine. There are about 10 or 12 mini games I haven't beaten. Almost all of those, you have to get a perfect score on, and it's really hard. It's one of the insta-fail video game mini games where immediately you could fail, and they're just really hard. It has nothing to do with being in shape. The most in shape person would still struggle with it. It's learning the patterns and like an old Nintendo game. So I'm gonna try to beat those. I'm confident I won't beat all of them, but I'm gonna try. And then play through the mini game and see where I'm at. And I probably will just start the game over and go all the way back through it again. That doesn't bother me, but that's a new challenge as well. So we enter March. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's check in with the results, and let's check in where Andrew is, and let's keep going.
$234 on March 1. £1 per month is not going to get the job done. There's going to have to be a change. And I just don't know what that will be. We'll figure it out. We'll see you in April.
You know, they say all men are created equal. But you look at me and you look at Andrew Jones and you can see the genetic freak that I am while he's sitting around getting fat having double stuffed Oreos. Normally it'd be a 50-50 chance of a competition, but my superiority gives you a 25% chance and 1 minus 14 is 216, and there's a negative 87% chance that you're gonna take this strap right off of this shoulder. It's not gonna happen, Andrew Jones. And this goes out to all my freaks out there. Big Papa Dub is your hookup. Holler if you hear me.
Big Dub, I heard what you said this morning, running your mouth with your little piecemeal and your sunglasses and your stupid belt and your stupid chain. Whatever, look at me, styling and profiling, $5,000 mink coats. Look at me in the mansion and the opulence of my kingdom. You, Big Dub, you have had 3 or 4 weeks of good nature and of me allowing you to get a little bit of confidence, and that's fine. You know why? Because I am the confidence breaker. $5,000 tailored suits, limousines, beautiful women here filming me. I got Fat Boy over there running his mouth. You shut up! I took your mom to Space Mountain. She'll go again. You shut up! Look at that. See, got all these people around here running their mouths. I've had a few bad weeks. I lost the belt. No belt on me, but that's fine. It's about to be around my svelte waist once again. Big Dub, I'm coming for you. April 1st. Win streak over. The belt's coming home. What you gonna do, Big Dub, when Jones loses the weight and runs wild on you?
Well, here we are, April 1st, another day of weigh-in and to see how we're doing. This will be the 4th month, so 33% into this challenge. I am hopeful that I will be between 45 and 50 pounds total lost, getting close to 50, which would be 2/3 of the way done. So I'm close, I think, to 2/3 of the way complete, and I am just 1/3 of the way complete with my timeline. So that makes me excited. I may try to see if I can set like a mini goal and see can I complete my 75 pounds in the next 2 months. So originally 75 pounds in 12 months. Can I get it done in 6? It's gonna be hard because of a lot of reasons I'm gonna talk about. But I may try shoot for that. And once I get to my goal, if I get to it early, we'll talk about what that means too in the future. So this month, it's hard to avoid the elephant in the room. March was the coronavirus month in the United States and certainly had a lot of impact, but let's talk about a lot of the variables I faced. When the month started, I had my first time traveling since I've been doing this, and I did really good. I worked out in the room, I brought the Ring Fit with me, I looked at the Switch, and I did every day when I was in the room. And I lost weight that week, so I was pleased with that. The next week then, unfortunately my grandmother passed away and we had a funeral. I had to drive 12 hours to Florida, South Florida. We had a viewing, funeral, then I had to drive back, and you know, that doesn't help you with eating when you're stopping at gas stations and fast food and things like that. And that's when the coronavirus stuff started really getting bad. The self-isolation started to hit once I got back. And so I did okay that week, but ultimately I feel like for the full month I've done okay. We'll find out after this. Maybe not as good as previous months, but I have been very rigid with my exercise, still exercised every day. You know, just it looks a little different. Sometimes I'm walking in pajama shorts, as I think I showed you in one of the videos. I am using the air fryer more. I made some pork chops. I made the wings, I think I've shown. And I'm going to keep using it more and more, trying to understand how to use it and make a little healthier food. I did beat the game, which I talked about at the end of last month. It does have like a new game plus, which is very similar. You go back through some of the levels, but they're in different order a little bit. They're harder, there's different challenges, so it's good. I'm playing back through that again, kind of the new game plus, alternate worlds. And instead of like in the original game, they're fighting you, now they're like encouraging you. They're trying to help you work out. So that was good. The coronavirus stuff really makes it hard for a lot of people. I know for Andrew, it's really hard. He's used to being on the road and having hotel gyms to work out in. He's been home nonstop. He also has 2 young children, and they're both home from school. So the opportunities are harder, and I think he had a challenging month, especially for all of us. When you're out of routine and the snacks are lying around the house and all that stuff, it's easier to eat more. Plus, when it's a challenging time, a lot of us turn to things that we shouldn't normally eat or normally do. I will say I am very glad that I have the Ring Fit Adventure. I see on like Amazon third party and eBay, it's selling for 4 or 5 times its value right now because gyms are closed, people can't work out, people are trying to get it. I've also been walking and jogging more, as you've seen. I've been doing more kettlebell workouts. I'll show you some of those in the next series of clips. I went and played basketball we have a basketball court in the neighborhood. I might show you some of that later. I did pick up medicine balls as well. I haven't used those yet, but I did pick those up. Cooking more. I think overall I'm doing pretty good. But the big thing that I struggled with this month was because things are hard, when the days that I wasn't disciplined, I was really undisciplined. And I've been good about the working out, I've been good about journaling and devotions, but it's the eating. And, especially when you have a funeral and you have a funeral meal and you eat a lot, and then the different things like that, I haven't been great with. I've been pretty good most days, but probably 20% of the days this month, I did worse than I would like to do eating. So that's a challenge I'm going to continue to face. But I feel pretty good. I feel like I beat Andrew. We'll find that out in the next clip. But on we go. The next month, this month of April is going to be hard because we already know it's a full month of self-isolation. I don't think I'll travel hardly at all. It will have Easter, so I may try to see my parents and do some type of social distancing Easter. But I think I'll have a good month, all things considered. My other challenge is work is really busy. So when a lot of folks are talking about, I have time to binge watch and I'm catching up on things or playing video games, I don't have time to do any of that. My work days are 12 to 14 hours right now, dealing with the impact of the coronavirus. And so basically all I'm doing in a weekday is work, and then I get my workouts and I go to bed. I don't do a lot else, and that weighs on you too. So I gotta be something sustainable, getting a routine, but I feel good. Hopefully my results are good, and I'll talk to you next month.
You dare be sour. Clap for your 3-time champ and feel the power. It's Big Dub, yes it is, boom. Hey, ho ho, get a little bit of that in your face now, boom. Woo, woo, that's right, Andrew Jones, it's Big Dub, baby. Kicking on that tail for another month. 3 months, 3-time title reign, not even a 1 count from you. Not 1 day, not 1 competition won, not even 1. Why is that? Well, I believe you are focused on the pancakes and the ice cream and the Kentucky Fried Chicken donut chicken sandwich that you put all in your mouth, all in your face piece, and you nom 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 nom, and it's delicious. Meanwhile, I have yogurt, fruit on the bottom, blueberries. Because Big Dub is the big champion once again. And the big ending for you, Andrew Jones, is another month of defeat. You keep making these excuses about what next month will hold. Quarantine, coronavirus,
COVID-19. The only thing about 19 is how bad you're getting beat every week. 19 pounds, 19%, 19 make up a word. It doesn't matter. Because the big gold stays with Big Dub once again, and it's not going anywhere. So you enjoy your goodie pie cakes, you enjoy your crystal burgers, you enjoy your salad topped with hot fudge. And I'll keep the gold. And we'll talk to you next month and hear about another excuse. Big Dub! Here we are again, another month down. 5 months in now. December, January, February, March, April. 5 months in. Almost halfway through my timeline. And I've had another good month. I really feel like I'm hopeful that my weigh-in for this month, that I haven't done yet, that you'll see together with me, will get me within 15 pounds of my goal. 298 pounds of my goal. That'd be a 75-pound loss. So I'm hopeful to be at 60 pounds. So I think I need to be under 313 when I weigh in. And hopefully that can get me to that goal. I do have the ambition to try in the next month to get to my full goal. That may be a challenge, depends on how this weigh-in comes in, because this weigh-in is only 5 days after my Monday weigh-in. I usually weigh in on Mondays, but because the first is on a Friday, I'll weigh in, and then I won't weigh in again for like 9 days till the following Monday. No sense weighing in 2 days later, a couple days later. So I don't know if I have enough time to get there. I've worked really, really hard this week, this month, and I think I've had a really good month to stay on target. Another variable is I go to the beach, I hope, in May. We have a condo that we purchase for a period of time every year, both in the summer and in the fall. And we should have been going, in fact, today. I should be going, first day of May. But I have not been able to do that because of the situation. We're all in quarantine and everything else with the coronavirus. So hopefully we'll be able to go in a few weeks at the end of May. If that happens, that will certainly make it even more challenging to have an unbelievable month to get to my goal in 6 months. So it may happen, it may not. I'm still gonna try. Even if I go to the beach, I'm still gonna try. But you know, at the beach and you're on vacation, you tend to eat a little differently, and being out of the regiment and everything else can be hard. But I'm still gonna do my best. We're still doing a great job with everything. So some of the new things I showed you this month, new elements of the Ring Fit Adventure that were the free downloadable content. We had the rhythm game, where it's kind of like Guitar Hero, but you're doing the squeezing and pulling and ducking and all this stuff. I like that a lot. I do that on the weekends. And then also just open jogging, which I've had a clip of, where you're just openly jogging, running through courses. You don't fight enemies, you don't stop. I like both of those things. So it's almost like a treadmill for you using the Ring Fit, and it keeps your mind occupied. So I enjoy that. I have started to wear tights underneath my shorts as I work out. I had like one random pair from Under Armour that I had purchased for when I travel to cold weather places, but I hadn't worn them ever, not one time. And so now I have the opportunity to wear these, and I really, really like them. I'm wearing both Under Armour and Tommy John running tights, like compression tights, and I think they're great. They actually help me, even though it's hot now in Georgia, they help me run better. I don't know. I don't know the technology behind it. I don't know the breathability. I don't know why they help me. It may be a placebo effect, but I feel really good. I wear pretty much exclusively when I work out Under Armour outerwear, outer shirts, shorts, and then sometimes tights. I wear Under Armour shoes now that I'll talk about in a minute. And then I wear Tommy John underwear, undershirts, socks, boxer briefs, that type of thing. Both of those companies I very much love and think they do great stuff. As I mentioned, I did get new Under Armour shoes just the last couple days, and we'll talk more about that in probably next month. I've just had them for a few days. They have a chip built into the right midsole of the shoe that tracks your pace and your gait and all these different things. And then it has an app that will talk to you and tell you how you're doing. So I really have enjoyed that the last couple days, trying to use that with my runs and walks when I'm outdoors. So we're going to continue down that path. Probably next month we'll talk a little more about that. Cooking, I've done a lot of new things in the air fryer. I think I showed you cooking burgers in the air fryer. I'm eating them as a hamburger steak, staying away from the bread. They're very good and they're really easy. I've also cooked actually fish sticks in the air fryer were really good. Just some frozen fish sticks that I had. I made a grilled cheese sandwich that was delicious in the air fryer. I just continue to try different things. The air fryer has been really, really helpful. I think earlier I showed you Vitamin Shop had a huge sale and I got a bunch of protein bars. The One brand protein bars are my favorite. And I'd only had the birthday cake flavor and the maple flavor, and I love both of those. And they had all these other flavors, so I made a big purchase. Vitamin Shop had a buy one, get one half off, and I love those One protein bars, so I showed you that. I've just started using the medicine ball for the first time, trying to do some ab stuff. I'm not very good at that yet, but I hope to improve. I wasn't very good at any of the things that I've started. I'm not saying that I'm any good at any of them now, but I want to get better, so I'm just trying to incorporate different things. And my mindset really is to treat it like training camp, football camp, whatever. And with the coronavirus time right now, there's not a lot of variation in a day. It's just one thing to the next, rinse and repeat. It's Groundhog Day. We all understand that. We're all on a similar type of quarantine pattern. So I get up, I have a lot of work to do. I work out before work. I take a walk midday. I do some things after work. I cook myself dinner. I go to bed. I rinse and repeat. And it's actually been a good mindset for me. And I'm treating the workouts like practice. I'm treating film study and playbook study like work when I have to work. And then the recreation time in the evening, whether I play Animal Crossing or whatever I may do, watch wrestling, something like that. But I'm just using that model and it's working. I will say that I do not have nearly as many people challenging me on the Apple Watch. In fact, right now it is only my sister Victoria and Drew. All the different people that I've talked about in previous months that wanted to challenge, they all got worked by your boy. But none of them challenged me anymore, and that's okay. There's also just quite a different variable from some of the earlier months where we've had the coronavirus situation, and folks are struggling with motivation in all kinds of different scenarios. I know it was a big change for Drew last month, and it really disrupted his routine, and he wasn't able to lose any weight and do a lot of workouts, and he decided not to film anything, which is perfectly fine. I might talk a little trash about it later in the cutaway, you know, but perfectly fine. So I feel really good about my progress this month. Let's get a weigh in, see how we're doing. We'll keep it going. Check back again next month.
Big Dub. 230. It's 4 pounds. Take it. Considering last month I lost 0.
Andrew, it's a shame that I have to talk to you like this, sitting here in my pajamas. Goldie just hanging out. No one to defend it against, no competition. But when your competition just completely stops trying, you are left with time to relax. And you've stopped trying, and I'm relaxing. However, I am on a journey to be better than anyone has ever been before. And when you set out to do what no one else could do, the first thing you do is you look
your blood. You look to your buddies. You look to your friends. You look to the click.
Break it down!
Yeah! Will everybody make some noise? I got something to get off my chest. Andrew Jones, I heard you say that I couldn't cut the mustard. Well, Andrew Jones, you stink, pal! And I'm gonna go find some competition that you could never bring. See you next month!
I'm here a little bit earlier in the month because it's a different month. We're in the middle of coronavirus time and quarantine, and I've been working more hours than ever remotely instead of traveling, but it's been a challenging time, and so I'm actually going to relocate myself for the next 2 weeks and try to detach a little bit. I'm not going to be on social media much, maybe not at all. I will work a few days, but most of the next 15 days, 11 out of 15 days, I will not work. I just need some time to change my scenery, recharge, and part of that is I'm not going to step on a scale. I'm not going to talk to this camera. So I wanted to weigh myself today. I leave in the morning. I wanted to weigh myself today, which is why the last 2 weigh-ins have been on a Friday. And I won't weigh myself again until June 1st when I come back. And so not only did I need to have a weigh-in, but I also wanted to see how do I do with a change of scenery. I am going to be at a beach. I will be probably not eating quite as good as I have been, but I'm going to try to work out. I'm still going to try to get to my goal by June 1st, my 12-month goal in 6 months. I don't know if that'll be possible. My real goal is just don't gain weight in the month of May. I'm down quite a few pounds, but I just don't want to gain weight in the month of May because I'm changing things up a little bit. But if I can get there, I'm going to try to get there. It'll just be a different scenario. I had a good week, but if I'm honest with you, I cheated a little bit. I don't know if cheated's the right word. Today, I did not weigh in until after I worked out this morning. And I had a pretty strenuous workout. I ran nearly 2.5 miles, and I walked over 2 miles. And I did that. I woke up, I did that, and then I weighed. Typically, I weigh in just right away. Just get up and I weigh. There's been a time or two I've not been able to do that for one reason or another, but that's normally apples to apples, and typically I weigh in on a Monday. Why that's important is Saturday is kind of my cheat day, even though I don't go crazy. And then really from lunch on Saturday until lunch on Sunday is when I allow myself a little more freedoms with what I eat, then I ramp it back down. So Friday is typically the day I'm the lightest, and then I put a little bit of weight on over the weekend, and then I weigh on Monday. Because I'm weighing on Friday, I should be lighter, but today specifically, I don't think I would have lost as much weight this week if I had just weighed myself right away. So I cheated a little bit. I do think I'm approaching a plateau. There's been 2 other weeks I had a plateau in this. It's part of it. I do, honestly, I've been working out more intensely. So I'm starting to feel my muscles develop a lot more, which is great. Part of that is I'm not going to lose weight as fast as I put on some other bulk, some appropriate bulk. But I did notice at some point this week, I was starting to feel lightheaded a time or two when I worked out, so I need to consume more calories. Because again, if I'm running, I showed you some of the Under Armour app, walking in my new shoes and running, and some of the app, all the data. I'm now running a 5K goal plan. I've been doing it for a couple weeks now, I think it's 2 weeks. And it's over 12 weeks to be able to run a 5K at a nice pace. So I'm on that now. It's pretty challenging. Like today, I ran for 30 minutes. I had ran for 30 minutes, and on Monday I ran for 32 minutes, and that's just what the plan had me do. I had not run for 30 minutes this entire time. I was usually running for 10 minutes. So a little more aggressive. I'm working a little bit harder. It means I need to give my body more. I need to have more protein. I need to have more fuel. And I wasn't doing that, and I think that's why I had a couple really big spikes downward, but I could tell it wasn't
what I need to do. Also this week, because I'm headed out of town for 2 weeks, I've just tried to eat like perishable stuff that would go away. And that means I've eaten a lot more processed food. I mean, to be honest, I've had some ice cream, I've had some sweets, stuff that was gonna go bad or whatever. And I didn't cook it all this week. So I know that also was challenging me. So I think if I had not worked out first, my weight loss wouldn't have been very good this week. That being said, I've lost 70 pounds in 24 weeks, 2.9 pounds a week. That's unbelievable. For me to even talk about it wouldn't have been very good. It's crazy. When it's great to lose 3 pounds in a month, let alone in a week. So I'm 5 pounds away from that goal of 75 pounds. So I'm optimistic. I'm going to work out hard, I know, for the next 2 weeks. I just think I may not eat great because I'm going to be out of my comfort zone. I won't be cooking. I'll be getting takeout, those kinds of things more consistently. I hope I can offset that because I'll be at the beach by having seafood, fresh fruit, things like that. So that's my goal. I did pick up, I showed you the new shoes. I picked up some new hiking shoes and a hiking backpack and some hiking supplies. I'm hopeful as, things start to open back up, coronavirus parks and stuff, I can do some hikes. I have a drone and camera and things like that I like to do on it. So that's a goal I have. That's one of the things I'm going to try to do. But what's going to happen now is the next time you clip is going to be me weighing in on the first, and then I'll talk to you and I'll talk about how it went, being away from my routine for the last 2 weeks. I've been pretty Spartan, pretty disciplined to this routine, especially since the coronavirus stuff started, where I'm just kind of in Groundhog's Day. I'm in football training camp, just one right after the other. I'm doing a good job. This is going to break that routine. And it's the first time my routine has been broken outside of when I had to travel for work right before this all started. So I'll see how it goes. It's important for me to be able to maintain this when I break routine. So this is an important 2 weeks for me. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully the number you see is below 298 or even just has a 2 on it. That'd be awesome. But more than anything, I just hope I don't gain weight. So I want to be, 308 pounds or less when I weigh in again. Even if I gain a little weight from today, I don't want to gain weight overall for the month of May. So let's find out together. Well, we met the goal, lost 7 pounds for the month, weighed exactly the same as when I left 2 weeks ago. And that's kind of encouraging and discouraging, if I'm honest with you. I worked really, really hard over the last 2 weeks while I was at the beach. I, in fact, officially ran 3 5Ks. I think it's All-State Hot Chocolate virtual 5K out of Chicago that they did virtual this year, as well as 2 other virtual events, a Game of Thrones themed one and just a general geek nerd themed one over the last 2 weeks, as well as I walked, not officially, but I walked 7 miles, so over a 10K, as well as walked a 5K a different time, not those officially with submission results into races. The last 2 weeks I worked out as hard as I have this entire video. Worked really, really hard, put in a bunch of miles, a bunch of ring fit. I have beaten the second time through the game, and it did unlock a third, like a master level, which I will start today. So I worked really hard, and I didn't eat great, but honestly I don't feel like I ate horribly. I didn't eat a lot of sweets, just maybe a time or two. The thing that was different is I ate a lot of carbs. I had rice quite a bit. Breads, bagels a couple times, things like that. And I just ate more regular meals, had breakfast a lot of mornings, whether that was a couple scrambled eggs or some boiled eggs, as well as bigger lunches, sandwiches, sometimes some shrimp, and then a full dinner. Whereas when I'm here, I'm usually protein bars and yogurts and some of those types of things rather than full meals. So what I say is discouraging is how hard I know I worked over that 2 weeks to stay neutral, just to eat kind of normal vacation-wise without even going fudge and honey buns and all that type of stuff, which, I would like to do, but I chose not to. But then encouraged, I still lost 7 pounds for the month. It's my lowest month in a while. It's going to get harder. But a big encouragement is I like the way I look. I like the way I feel. I think I look a lot different. I do think a lot of muscles building up, especially in my legs from all the running Noticeably, I can feel them. I think my arms are starting to develop a little bit. It's getting hot, so I'm wearing sleeveless stuff. Not that I got, any guns to show off, but I just like a little more breathability. Got all this hair because we can't get a haircut yet, or I'm choosing not to, and I need to get rid of that. And so we're just a few pounds away, 4 pounds from the goal. We're going to get the goal in June. That is a thing that is going to happen. So we will do it within 7 months. And I got to decide I'm going to keep the video going. It's such an interesting thing because this has become a time capsule. I think I maybe have already mentioned this. I started off, I wanted to take the year as kind of a refresh myself time, not travel as much, get myself in better mental and physical and spiritual health. And then, things just changed so quickly. My grandmother died, and then we had the pandemic, and now as I sit here, it's during the time, quite a bit of social unrest and protest in America, and all these things impact my life, impact my family, impact my friends. They make me sad. I want to be able to help them do things. They also severely impact my work, the nature. I can't travel. That's one thing, but now I have employees that can't safely get to work, and are they going to be financially disrupted, and are people sick, and all the different things. And it's such a time capsule of what the year 2020 has been, which has been a challenge. But I'm encouraged that I'm able to stick with it. I'm encouraged. 7 pounds in a month is great. I've just had such an astronomical pace going that, speaking of astronomical, we had the SpaceX spaceship this weekend successfully bring 2 astronauts to the International Space Station. That was cool. So there's so many things going on, so I think I'm going to keep the video going. Anyway, I do think Drew had a good month. I know he worked really, really hard this month. He did not beat me in number of rings filled in the month, and he did not beat me in number of challenges won. So I know I will keep the belt, but he may have caught me in percentage of weight loss because I think he had a good month. I don't know if he'll record anything, but I'll update you on how he does. Anyway, I did get the Project Rock training shoes. I picked up some hiking shoes. I picked up some more workout apparel. I'll show you some of those things as this month goes along, and next time I talk to you, we're going to be at that goal.
Welcome to June. Let me tell you something. Just because I didn't win this month, I feel like there was a small victory. 4 pounds this month, 4 pounds last month. I have a feeling that we are in for a huge July. So, Master Wilson, I ask you, are you starting to get a little nervous? You starting to get a little shaken to your core? Because now that I'm locked in, now that I am in the game, since over the past first half of the year I didn't necessarily do what I needed to do, I'm coming for you. And I think now you know that things are a little bit different now. Things are a little bit more serious. We're entering the summer months, the heat of the day, the heat of the battle. I look forward to July 1, where we can see who really is going to be consistent, who is going to see biggest gains while losing the most. Enjoy your first half of the year, son, because it's coming to an end. Back half of the year belongs to me. Just like in golf, the front 9 is always a little rocky, but I always turn it around on the backside. We'll see you on July 1.
Well. I told you that I was going to go find new competition because you couldn't do it. And not only did I find it, I defeated it. Money in the Bank is now mine, Andrew, because you can't even bring yourself to compete with Big Dub. So, Money in the Bank. You know what that means. Hope you were working hard this month
It looked like you made a little bit of effort. It looked like you made some strides. But we're not even focused on you anymore. We've dominated you so many times, over and over and over again, that we've moved on to new sites. Maybe you could try to catch up. Well, well, well.
Patea Ferdinand, de zurda al arco, qué golazo, ¡gol! Río, gol, el 5, porque es para él.
Actual retail price, $23,743. You got it right on the nose. You in both showcase.
Good, good, good. Very good, very good, very good. Very, very, very good. Eres look, eres quickly. Trozos de sandía, melón y papaya para...
Here we are again, the end of the 7th month. It is June 30th. We will weigh in the morning and see where we're at. We did hit our 12-month goal. Right at the beginning of this month, we got down to the 298 pounds, a 75-pound goal. It took us 189 days to hit our 365-day goal, which I think is pretty good. So in 51.8% of the time, we reached our goal. I feel really good about that. I think I probably could have been under 50% if not for vacation in the middle of it, some time away, but I'm very proud of that, And I feel like I've had a really good month. I don't know what the scale's gonna show in the morning, but I've done really good. I've been pleased with the results. I feel like I had a nice bounce back month after last month not being as good as I'd like. I've been working really, really hard and actually noticed a lot of physical things in the body as well. Not just the way I feel or certainly I look different, but true physical, more muscle definition. Things like that that are really making me happy. I feel stronger. My times on my 5Ks are getting better. So I just feel really good about it. I have been starting to get 5K medals, and I've got them on a wall with the bibs medal holder. I think I showed a clip of that. I also have started to incorporate hikes. I've taken at least 4 hikes this month. Some longer than others, but sometimes a couple miles, sometimes 5 miles. It gives a chance to hang out with friends and still get some exercise in addition to just normal walks, and I really enjoyed that. And then another thing I've started to incorporate, because I'm feeling better with some muscle definition, some strength, I've wanted to have some pre-workouts in the morning sometimes. So I've got Optimum Nutrition is what I use. I've got an Amino Energy pre-workout. My stack is that, a scoop of beta-alanine and a scoop of creatine. I'm doing that during the week right now. I'm just gonna do one cycle, I guess you call it, of that and see how it works over like 5 or 6 weeks. See if it helps me out. I'm not super big into putting that kind of stuff into my body necessarily. I did a lot of research to find what's healthy and safe, the brands and what have you. But
I am working out really hard, and I want to take advantage and start to bulk up my muscles some while also losing weight. I did buy a Ninja blender, and I've started making smoothies as well. And we'll probably look some at that in the next series of clips. And I also got some of the copper ankle sleeves. I have noticed some twinging on my ankles when I'm running. So I got some copper ankle sleeves. I don't know if they'll work or not. They were cheap. People say copper can help. They're compression, so we'll try that out. So just some different things that we're doing as we continue. But since we hit our goal, I have decided to set a new goal. And we lost 75 pounds in 6 months. A little bit over 6 months, a couple days. I'm gonna try to get to 100 pounds before my birthday month. My birthday's in the month of September, so I still have the month of July and the month of August where I'm at in the morning, which I think will probably be somewhere around 291 pounds, 292, 290, somewhere around that. So I'd like to get to 273. That would be 100 pounds lost before September 1st or on September 1st. I'd like to beat that as my new goal. That would leave me still with the month of September, October, and November, so 3 months remaining if I end up going for the full 12 months in this video, but it gets us to 100 pounds. So that's our new goal that we're gonna pursue starting next month. I do wanna thank some people. First and foremost, my younger sister, Victoria, has been very encouraging to me with this. She has also gotten to where she can run 5Ks. She's doing the Ring Fit. She's doing a lot of great stuff. She always is on my Apple Watch with me and encouraging me and supports me. And so thank you to Victoria. I have friends in Ohio, Josh and Karina. Thanks to them. They also really supportive, and they help me with fitness advice and nutrition advice. They also send me healthy snacks and healthy energy drinks and prizes. They've been really encouraging to me. Also, the people I work with, my direct work team, Lisa and Phil and Ruben and John, they help motivate me. They're a big reason why I've been working so hard, because I want to be healthy and I want to be there with them. And a new thing I found during all the virtual 5Ks is Moon Joggers, and they have the Virtual Run Facebook group, virtualrun.com, I think, and then Virtual Run Events, which is a different company on Facebook. That community on Facebook is so supportive. They lift you up. They make you feel good. So a lot of thank you to that. But really, I still use the Ring Fit almost every day of my life, and that has been the key. Even though I'm doing some other things with working out, the Ring Fit adventure has been so important to me. And I'm glad to see they're starting to show up again in stores because they've been sold out for a while. But that's where we are. I think I'm going to keep the belt this week, though. Andrew has made a valiant effort this week, this month. He's been working really hard. So let's see where we're at and get the month of July going.
The champion wants to make an address. Let's go on backstage. Boo! Well, hello there, champ. Hello there, JR and King. I'm Big Dub, and I've got the belt. And you know what? You can't beat me because I'm Big Dub. Well, that's what we've heard there, champ. But I feel like things are kind of falling apart a little bit. I feel like you almost got, beat last. But you listening to the fake news. You're listening to the naysayers. I'm the champion. No one can beat me. I'm the champ. Me. Andrew Jones will never beat me. And I don't know why he even tries anymore. And I don't know why he gets dressed. I don't know why he brushes his teeth. I don't know why he puts on deodorant. Oh my God. My God, King. My God. Who is that? Who is that? He just knocked out the champ. He just knocked out Big Dub. Who is that? Who? My God. My God. My God.
King, welcome back to Raw. Our champion's been punched in the face, kicked in the face, and he's been taken to a local medical facility. We'll have more details as the night goes on, but we need to move on to other business. We've got Ric Flair, and I guess now what you would call the 3 horsemen after they unceremoniously kicked Tully Blanchard out of the group. Rick, what's going on with the 4 horsemen? Woo! Let me tell you, we got Arn Anderson. We got Barry Windham. We got the Nate. And now we are going to add a 4th to make the 4 horsemen whole. I've been impressed with this young man. He is a horseman through and through. Let's get him out here. He took out the champ earlier tonight, Andrew Jones. Yay! Woo, woo, woo! Yay, Andrew! Thanks, Rick. I appreciate it, brother. Big Dub, my boot went in your mouth earlier tonight. You talk all that trash, but it's fine. You beat me last week. I'm coming for you at the pay-per-view this month. Get ready. The belt's coming home. Champ, I'm going to take care of your light work. I'm going to be the champ, and the belt will come back to the 4 horsemen once again. Woo! I'm coming for you. Just remember how my boot tasted in your mouth earlier tonight. Keep talking that trash. We're coming for you, Big Dub. We're coming.
Andrew, what an interesting month it has been. You see, last month, I took some time, relaxed a little bit, maybe lost my focus, had some time looking at an ocean, and I won and kept the belt. And then this month, you had some time looking at the ocean, but I won and kept the belt. You see, it doesn't matter what you do because you cannot compete with Big Dub. It's just plain and simple. It doesn't matter what you do. Whether you want to put bison in your pasta sauce, or whether you can't wait for the sausage, baby, and you just load it down. It doesn't matter. Because you're not getting anywhere close to this. And while you maybe got a 2 count, maybe I'll call it that, you didn't get the final hand down. And meanwhile, while you were at the ocean, I had a monumental month. And not only do I have the big gold, but I cashed in the money in the bank. And now, what do you think about this? Yes! 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 Here we are. It is July 31st, late lunch break. I finished up my Friday workout, which is my long workout day. Ran a 5K this morning, Harry Potter's birthday, the Happy Birthday Harry medal that I would have just shown you, and I'm on my 2nd medal display with that. But I've had an unbelievable month in terms of the weight loss, health, and fitness. I feel really good. My body's looking better. It's been a tough month, but I actually think I'm gonna have the best month I've had this whole time, at least by percentage of weight lost, maybe even by total pounds lost, which is pretty shocking to me considering it's nearly 100 pounds ago that I started this, and it's a lot easier to drop big numbers early in the process. It's harder to lose weight right now.
And a big reason for that is I think I may have already hit that 100-pound goal in the morning. I'm going to be really close, within 2 or 3 pounds if I don't hit it when I weigh in the morning, and that's exciting. I thought I'd need another month. A big reason for that is Drew. Andrew really has pushed me hard this month. He gave me my first loss in an Apple Watch competition. Now, he cheated, and we're going to cover that in the promo. 4th of July, he went for a 600-point day, and I was trying to rest and just walk a dog and be with my family and friends, and he defeated me because of that. And then since then, we've basically both been 600-point days, perfect scores, every day of this month. There was 1 week I beat him, and thus I will barely beat him in that competition. I'll keep the belts, or it'll be a tie and I'll keep the belts. He pushed me really hard, so I expect him to have a monster week. I'm hoping he has a monster month. This is really the first time he really pushed me hard, or anybody has in any of these competitions, and gave me my first loss of the calendar year. So thank you, Drew. We actually have had some conversations the last day or two, because getting perfect scores and then tying is not super productive, because even on our rest days, we're trying to beat each other and then we both get a perfect score, and we're not giving our bodies time to rest. That's not safe. That's not advisable. Both of us have some ailments, some sorenesses, and things that we need to not do. So next month, we're going to do something different. It may just be a 1 instead of a 2 out of 3 competition. It may just be the 1 percentage of weight loss for the belt. I don't know. We're going to do something different. In case you're wondering, the way the Apple Watch competition works, you can get a maximum of 600 points, and you get a point for every percentage of any of the 3 rings. So you've got the movement ring, you've got the exercise ring, and the stand ring. But once you get to 600 points, it stops. Even if you would have got 800 or 900 points, it caps it. And that's probably so you don't just go crazy and hurt yourself like we've been doing. So we're going to change the rules. We're going to figure something out. But thank you to Drew. This month especially, he got after it. I really hope there's a good number for him, even though I'm about to talk a lot of trash in the promo. That's okay. Right now I'm the lightest I've been since I think my 9th grade year. Or I am the weight that I was my 9th grade year. I have been this light one other time as an adult, but this is the weight I was as a freshman. I'm about 20 pounds underneath what I played at as a senior in high school football. That feels really good. I finally beat in Ring Fit. I finally beat the random mini games I couldn't beat. So I'm at 100%, and there are 2 levels left in the 3rd playthrough. And I think that's the end of it. And I will have 100% of that game. And I don't know what happens after that. I'll still use it. I'll still find ways to use it. I do the rhythm game. I do the mini games. But that was exciting to finally get through some of those perfect scores I had to get that were hard. So probably in the next week, I will defeat that game, and I'll update you next month on what happens. I'm using my resistance bands a lot more. I like the new set I got. You can clip multiple on them to make different weights. They're really helping me. I think I'm starting to get a little bit of definition. I feel good about it. I got to get after that a little more. My supplements I'm feeling kick in. Some of the stuff I take in my pre-workout, I'm feeling get in my body more. I'm doing more smoothies. I think I've shown you some of that. And that was my 14th 5K. This morning that I showed you the Harry Potter one, and that's all since right around Memorial Day. So just in 10 or 12 weeks, 14 5Ks, and I've been running them every Friday for quite a while. I'm really proud of that. So really, really good month. I'm hoping for a big number. I don't think I'll gain in the last 5 days, because I've worked hard. I've been disciplined. I haven't eaten as much cheat meals. I will get back to that, but this was an aggressive month, and I really wanted to see if I could get to that 100-pound mark. And if I don't, I'll get there in the next 8 or 9 days, I'm sure. But hopefully I will in the morning. Hopefully, I think 273 is the number we're looking for on this next weigh-in, and that would get me to 100 pounds lost in 8 months, which would be super cool. But either way, it's going to be 97, 98, somewhere around there, and that's awesome. So I got a new final goal. I've decided I'm going to keep this video going all the way until December 1st, 2020. And my final goal is to be 248 pounds by December 1st, 2020. That would be another 25 pounds from the goal that I set of 273, and would be 125 pounds total, which would be 1/3 of my body weight lost in a calendar year. Also, 248 would be the lightest I have been in my entire life since 5th grade. I was 250 pounds as a 6th grader starting middle school football. So 248 is the final goal by December 1st. If I get there ahead of time, I'm not going to set a different goal. That's just what I want to get to. I'd be closer to 200 and 300 and all these different things. I don't know what my final ideal weight is after this video is over. If I'm there, I'm probably pretty close to where I want to get into maintenance mode. I got to see how I look, how I feel. Again, I want to bulk up, so there's some weight I want to put back on and look a little different. But that's my final goal, and hopefully I can get it. It's going to get really hard to lose these big numbers like I have been, especially, I need to be happy with 3 and 4 pounds a month. So that's why it's 25 pounds. I'll have around, the month of August, September, October, November, 4 months to get there. Plus November is going to be hard because of Thanksgiving, and I hope I'm going on vacation. With coronavirus, you never know, but we hope I'm on vacation again. It's hard to do it at the beach. So that last month's going to be a challenge. But that's my new goal. I feel really good. Let's see what the scale says, and then let's see a little promo talk.
Taking a stand. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do this time around, Big Dub. My patriotism has been addressed. Been called into question whether or not I am a real American. Let's talk about being an American. Being American, oh gosh, it just chokes me up and makes me just all flustered thinking about how wonderful it is to be an American. How wonderful it is to be able to go on a 5-mile run on Independence Day. Work out while others are, watching Joey Chestnut eat 1,000 hot dogs in 5 minutes. Who needs to watch that? How is that American? But let's talk about what is American, and that's winning. And yes, you may have won the month. You may have won the overall deal, but that one blemish, big win for me. I'm coming now. I told you a few months ago that I was coming for you. I don't think you believed me. And in the summer heat, that July heat, the heat from the asphalt, the heat from the internal gyms in our houses because of the COVID, we sweat, we toiled, and you beat me, you bested me. But I think you now know. I think you know that I'm coming. I had some faulty equipment at the beginning, and I think you think that that's why I'm a cheater, is because my measurements were off. I've got that fixed. I fixed it on the scale. I fixed it on the spreadsheet. And I just want you to know that while you think I cheated, I was exercising my right, my freedom as an American to not sit around and, watch fireworks and watch, hot dog eating contests. What I did was I worked out, and then I sat back and I had a good time with friends and family, cooked on the grill, drank a few cold ones. I am a real American, and I think you know that now. And I think you know never, ever, ever to question me or my love for the great US of A. Cheating, unpatriotic, I don't think so. I think I'm a real American. We'll see you next month.
Here we are again, Andrew. Another month complete. Both titles with me. But these don't matter. They don't matter. Yeah, I saw your little skit with your action figures, with your dolls. I saw it. Because that's the only way you can beat me, is in play. And you tried hard this month. You cheated. You saw 4th of July that I was relaxing with my family, with my friends, and you snuck in and beat me over the head with a watermelon and got the 1, 2, 3. Yes, you did. In the ring adventure, the 1, 2, 3. You got it. You forgot it was a 2 out of 3 falls situation, but you handed me my first defeat, my first pinfall loss this entire year. But you didn't get the belt because cheating never wins. And while you were neglecting your family to sneak up on me, your little kids wondering where daddy is. Oh, daddy's out on a 5.2-mile run because he's got to cheat. Unpatriotic on the holidays. No. You cheated. And you still didn't win. And not only that, what did you do? You fueled me to my best month yet. How can that be true after all these months, all these pounds lost? It was my best month yet. And yeah, you had a good month. And we went at it, toe to toe. And you tried as hard as you could to get that belt. I can't go to bed yet, you say to your wife, because you got to do push-ups at 11:45 at night just to keep up with the champ. But I won't forget that sneaking up on me. And it will not happen again. You will not take either of these championships from Big Dub. I'm tired of playing games. I'm tired of being silly. You're done. You're done. Andrew, it gets serious now. Beat me if you can. Survive if I let you.
Yep. Wow!
Another month down through this challenge with 3 months left, September, October, November, 75% of the way through. And obviously I'm gonna keep it going for the full year. I know I've waffled back and forth. Honestly, it's hard for me to remember what I've said and haven't said in the camera since I've been filming this for 9 months, on and off, something every week. But this was a different month, a challenging month, because my birthday is at the beginning of September, and all of the various birthday celebrations, dinners, cakes, pies, extravaganzas happened the last week of August, this week, which made it hard. Plus, my father's birthday's in August, and I went home to celebrate that, and then we've got more birthdays coming up with my sisters and some of my friends, and that makes it challenging because you don't want to just completely deprive yourself on big occasions like that, but you got to keep it within reason. Let's talk through the month a little bit. I told you my new final goal to be 248 pounds by December 1st. I hope I can get there. I think I can, the way the month looked like it was going. I did have a first doctor's visit in 3 months. Went really good. You know, some of my big success metrics are I want to get off medicines that I'm on. I think I did show you a couple clips from being in the doctor's office. They took me off one of my blood pressure medicines, which is great. They lowered some of the other medicine doses, so that feels good. I have my physical next month, and so hopefully some more good news will come from that. They're very pleased with me. I did finally beat Ring Fit all the way through, so you can play it through 3 times. It has like a new game plus and new game plus kind of, if you know video games, you understand what that means, that kind of thing. So I beat everything, 100%, all the challenges, all the in-world games. The only thing I have left to do is to get all the equipment, like different shirts. Like, in fact, I think I'm just missing 3 shirts. Just different gear that you can find by using stuff you get in the game to buy it. So I'm still playing through, trying to do some of that. And then I gotta make all the smoothies. I don't think I've done that yet. But none of that is new content or actually physical content. It's just kind of grinding. So I've completely beaten that game. Probably about 2 weeks ago I did that. I showed you a bunch of clips, I think, from when I did that. And so I'm still trying to figure out now where to go from here with that. I still like to play it, but it's a little harder to get into it because there's no story anymore. There's nothing. You just are replaying things you've already beat over and over again. So we'll see how that goes. I love Ring Fit Adventure. It's definitely been the biggest thing. That and the Apple Watch have been the biggest things to help me during this time. So I want to continue to use it. Like I said, it was my dad's birthday. I went and visited my parents for that. I ate way too much. That week I gained 0.1 pounds, and that really frustrated me. And I went hard the next week. 2-a-days is kind of the way I treated it. I did over 2 hours of workouts every day and had a monster week. I think it may have been my biggest week the whole time. Almost 10 pounds I lost that next week. Now, reality, I understand that it's more like I lost 5 pounds each week and they kind of caught up because I weigh, you know, once a week is not a good measurement of what your body's really doing. But I had a monster week to offset it. And really what sets in on something like that is the pandemic and the coronavirus, COVID, and not traveling and being at my own house all the time and being in control of my own variables. It makes it really easy for me to stay disciplined because I'm not around anything else. But in real life where you're visiting people and people want to make dinner and you're going out to eat or whatever, it's a lot harder. It's harder to be disciplined. It's a different type of discipline. Here I can just not have things in the house and I won't do it because I'm not going to go anywhere. So I gotta continue to improve on that. And then it became my own birthday week with a lot of celebration, which is the weigh-in we're about to see. I'm confident I will gain some of that weight back of the 9.5, 10 pounds I lost. I probably gained several pounds because I've not been disciplined. I've eaten a lot. I've celebrated with my friends and family. But I did also, to try to offset that, I had an 8-day challenge. And in the 8 days before my birthday, I wanted to do 8 5K races. And I wanted to run and walk combined at least 39 miles. I did it, I successfully did it. I ran 8 5Ks. I did 46 total miles in that 8 days. That retired my shoes. I think I showed you those. You saw how beat up they were. I've got a couple new pair already. I'll break one of those in this week. And they were great. Those Under Armour, I think they're the Sonic Hover 2s, I think is what they are. They are wonderful for me. I've put now over 500 miles this year between walking and running, which was my annual goal. So there was a thing called Running for Your Anus, that medal, if you saw it in the clip. That was the annual medal. And about 400 of those were on those shoes. So those Under Armour shoes held up really well for me. I think I'll keep the belt because I think I lost enough weight in the good weeks to offset the bad weeks. I know Drew's been working hard, continuing to work hard. Drew is pretty close to his final goal. So we'll see, what happens with that. But I feel good about myself. I think I'll probably still have 15, 20 pounds to get to that goal of 248. I don't know that I'll be able to do it in September, but I may. If I reach that goal, we'll figure it out. I am trying to do more body work, ab work, core work, muscle toning, and that type of stuff to just continue to change the way my body feels. And I'm thinking about doing some other things like kickboxing or some of those other type of workouts. So I also finished my 5K program that since the middle of May, an actual kind of like Couch to 5K, but it's in the Under Armour app and the My Fitness app. And I finished that. So now I got to decide if I want to try to go further in the distance and endurance to like 10K races, try to do a program that, or do I want to work on my 5K times and do like mile races and sprints and things like that? I haven't decided yet. I worked so hard, like I said, that 46 miles in 8 days, it was a lot. My hip's kind of banged up. It hurts pretty good. I've been putting biofreeze on it and taking baths and ice in it and all that stuff. I'm going to be really light this week. In fact, between the weigh-in you're about to see and my next weigh-in, I'm going to do probably no more than 30, 45 minutes of workouts a day. Very low intensity, very light. Try to let my body heal after the last 9 months. I've been killing it before I get back into the running next week. That's my thought. Anyway, it was a great month. I think I'll have a good weigh-in. Let's find out together.
I am at a loss. I just don't know what to do anymore. I've tried everything. I've tried cheating. I've tried catching him on a off day when I know he was eating hot dogs and watching donut eating contests and fireworks and whatnot. I think we're gonna have to take this up a level. I think I'm gonna have to put something on the line now. Big Dub, it's gotten to this point. I don't know what else to do. This is not the way I envision this going. I think what we're gonna have to do is the month of September, going into the fall, where the world goes into hibernation, when the world dies so it can be renewed in the spring. I think we'll have to put it all on the line. Big Dub, I hereby challenge you to loser leaves town.
Andrew, while you're laying there in pain, I hope you're nice and comfortable. Because before I come back in another month and keep my title where it belongs, I got a few things I need to get off my chest. You see, Andrew,
I don't hate you. I don't even dislike you. I like you quite a bit. But there is one thing that I hate about you, Andrew. And that's how you continue to think that you're going to defeat me. You continue this false confidence based on no evidence that you can take a strap from me, the best in the world. But you can't. Meanwhile, you're not even making effort. You continue to shove your face into the Little Caesars pizza. Or maybe it's not even Little Caesars. Maybe you have to go to the depths of the DiGiorno. Meanwhile, I stay strong. I have birthday celebration, cakes and pies and pork, and I still kicked your butt. Why? Because you've never been able to keep up with me. For all these years we've known each other, you've never been able to. Oops, I'm breaking the fourth wall. But let me tell you something. You get another shot in a month. And this month, I have no obstacles. I don't have birthday celebrations. I don't have cakes and pies. I won't have to run until my hip falls off. I won't have to. Because I will never lose. Big goal. I will never lose it. And I may not even need to cut a promo next month because
I didn't think anything on the face of the earth that would ever push me to do what I am going to do right now. But Wilson, you have pushed me as far as you're going to push. Right here is 25 cents. Then it goes to any human being that can eliminate Wilson from the competition. Take a look at it. Seductive Steve, you and your whole entourage. Victoria, Kabuki. The names, the list goes on and on. Any human being that can eliminate Wilson has got 25 cents coin. I'll give it to any living human being. It's here for you. Come and get it. Please, somebody take the damn coin. I want rid of Wilson.
Here we are again, another first of the month, October 1st. Feeling good about myself. I think I'm gonna have a great weigh-in. I mean, you've seen the pounds kind of started to shed off this month. Quite surprising to me, to be honest with you. After at the beginning of the month, it was my birthday. Then I've had Victoria's birthday, and Laura's birthday, and Steve's birthday. It's about to be my sister Kimberly's birthday. Lots of birthdays. Shiloh's birthday's coming up. So lots of my friends and family's birthdays, and lots of sweets and things like that. So I've had to be really disciplined but the weight flew off. I think I'm gonna have my best month of the whole time, which is honestly quite surprising. My final goal is to be 248 pounds by December 1st. I'm already under that, unless I've gained a bunch of weight this last 3 days. I'm already under that. So I think I'm gonna be under that goal. It's gonna be the lightest I've been since I was in 5th grade. It's hard to believe. I think I'm gonna set my new final goal to be 233 pounds by the end of this. It's 2 more months. That's probably another 15 or so pounds. I don't know if that's realistic or not. 228 would get me to 150 pounds lost. 233 would be 145. I'm not sure that the 220s is the right weight for my frame. I don't know. But that's where I'm going to be. So I'm pretty confident I'm going to have beat my goal once again. And we'll try to set another. We'll see. Let's talk about some of the things that we dealt with this week. I have a hip injury. I don't know if I talked about it last time I spoke to you. I heard it right before the end of August when I was running 8 5Ks in 8 days and doing 50 miles. And it's bothered me. I have not been able to run very much this month. In fact, I think I've only run 4 5Ks this month and maybe only 1 other day of running at all. So it's been hurting me. And early in the month, I was really frustrated because I didn't feel like I was getting the results, getting the cardio in. I started to incorporate Beat Saber on the PlayStation VR. I think I showed a clip of that. I bought Just Dance for the Switch. I showed you clips of that. That helps give me another game type cardio, which has been helpful. I did 100% complete the Ring Fit Adventure. I completed the whole catalog. I got everything, all the armors, suits, whatever. So there's really nothing left for me to do in that game that will progress anything. I can just keep replaying levels and stuff. I haven't actually played it in a couple weeks since I did that. And so it's good that I have the other kind of game things. You saw I started my new running shoes. I think I had a clip. They're kind of white grayish. They're just the same ones as before, just different color. I got my new Project Rock shoes for working out. Those are black. I'm really enjoying those. And the reason those have become more important is I'm starting to do some other workouts. So my friend Laura, who's been with me this whole journey, the very first person I talked to about this, we've been working out quite a bit together. And she likes to do a lot of things that are on YouTube, like classes. So like HIIT classes or different glute classes or flexibility. So various intensity and various impact things we've been doing because I couldn't run because my hip, what was wrong with my hip would only be when a certain pulling and like if I stride out to run, but a lot of things it wouldn't bother it. It just wouldn't get bothered running. So we've been doing other things. I think that really is what supercharged my weight loss this month. I just completely changed my workout style, what I was doing, and I think my body took it really good. And we've been pushing each other really hard in those workouts. So thank you to Laura, who I probably thanked a lot. You saw that Drew had some funny clips this week, this month. He had the loser leaves town. I believe he's going to lose. So I don't know what that means. I guess he's not going to be on the final couple parts of this video. I don't know. He also did the funny one where he paid somebody to take me out. So that was fun. I know Drew's had a really good progress too and has been doing well. So a good month. We're still in the time of coronavirus. Here in Georgia, things have opened up a lot, but you still wear a mask everywhere and it's still kind of hard to do things. There's no big gatherings and nothing's really open late. You know, one of the things I've learned I missed is the 24-hour stores to run out and get something later in the night. None of that's available, but I'm staying focused. Work is still challenging. Not traveling, which again, you know, probably when I started this video 10 months ago, I was really concerned about what would happen when I traveled, and I haven't had to travel. So that's been nice. It's been very helpful. I'm only going to talk to you one more time like this before the end of the video. Hard to believe, probably 2 hours in. That'll be November 1st, where we weigh in. And then I'll have one more month to go. That month is going to be hard. October needs to be a big month for me because November, I hope I'm taking a 2-week vacation plus Thanksgiving. That's going to be a hard week to end on, a hard month to end on. So I really hope I can get after it good in October to set myself up to finish strong. And then we'll be at the end of the video in December. So as you're watching this, it's been 2 hours or so. As I'm recording this, it's been 10 months of my life. And it's interesting to kind of think about everything I've been through on this journey. So anyway, it was a good month. I think I'm gonna have a great weigh-in, and then we'll, you know, talk a little trash to Drew and go for another month. Let's see how the weigh-in goes.
the heat is on, Andrew. We're at the end of the road. You show up and challenge to a loser leaves town match. Guess who's leaving town, big boy? You try to pay off Seductive Steve and his old entourage? He ain't coming for the champ. Nobody's coming for the champ, including you, because you're out. You're done. You're gone. You're out of the competition. Your idea, loser leaves town. Had you not seen what happened? Time and again, month after month, you lost. And now you're out. By your own rules. Even trying to buy off the competition. Loser leaves town. I'm gonna miss you. It's been fun kicking your behind week after week, month after month, all over this great country. And anybody else that wants to come take a shot at these belts, now that I have no competition, show up. Come for them. You won't win either. And you will also have your hindquarters swipped and whipped and smacked from coast to coast. And I don't mind telling you that while I do it, I'll be wearing these $200 white Ultra Boosts. I'll be wearing this $800 Apple Watch, this $150 Peter Millar sweater, all the while kicking on that butt. Still the champ, always the champ. Big Dub.
Well, here we are on October 1st. A day that will live in infamy, I am quite certain. A day where I have lost at my own stipulation, my own match. The one that I thought would motivate me to the title, and I don't know what happened. You know, I think that we all need to recognize that there were some things going on last month that really didn't work in my favor. You know, we had a lot of birthdays. You know, I had, I mean, look at this. Look at this. This kidney stone came out of me this morning. Do you know what a kidney stone does to you while you're trying to lose weight? I mean, geez, old Pete, you know?
Dad, stop!
What do you mean stop? I'm not going to stop. I'll never stop. I don't think I'm going to uphold this stipulation. I think I'm going to continue the competition. Okay, and what does that even mean?
Uncle Dub is better than me, that's what it means.
Well, he just says he's better than me. If you continue to listen to his fake news, your mind is gonna be poisoned, and I just don't.
Loser.
You think I'm a loser? How can you say that to your dad? I mean,
It's over.
it's not over. It's not over. I decide when it's over.
It's done.
So both of you are saying this?
Yeah. We must take over the YouTube channel. Yeah! And get Big Dumb Camera and get the YouTube channel. We have the YouTube channel.
Are you sure I have to go?
Go. 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 Go.
But
Go.
I'm not done.
Go.
I'm not done.
Go. Mwahaha.
Right here. It's 25 cents. Then it goes to any human being that can eliminate Wilson from the competition. Seductive Steve, Victoria, Kabuki, please, somebody take the damn coin. Big Dub, you won the loser leaves town match with my best friend Andrew Jones last month. You know, I had a sneaking suspicion that he wasn't going to win. So when I heard him lay down that challenge, I'm the one who answered the call. I'm the one who answered the call for the one more silver, well, I guess quarter of a dollar. You, sir, looking at the northeastern, southernmost, western hemisphere world middleweight, heavyweight, cruiserweight, European champion of the world. And I am here now to challenge you for your title. I have picked up the bounty. I am the one now that you have to fear. You have created this situation, Big Dub. And now I am going to be the one to have to pick up the mantle of my best friend, Andrew Jones. He was unceremoniously kicked to the curb by two ungrateful children that I am going to have to take care of myself too. Because no one makes fun of my best friend. No one treats my best friend the way that you have treated him over the last 10 months. You know, with friends like you, who needs enemies? Well, you've got one now. You've got one now in the early riser.
Well, here we are again at the end of another month with only 1 month to go. This is strange. For 11 months, I've been doing this, talking to you once a month, cutting the little promos for the competition and filming clips here and there. And I know this video's got to be 2 hours long, probably. But only 1 month left, and it's kind of an interesting feeling to look back on everything that's happened, because the whole world, my whole life has changed in that month, or in that 11 months. So interesting. Let's talk. Remember, our final goal to be 233 pounds by December 1st. I am weighing this time early. As I'm talking to you, it'll be the 29th when I weigh instead of the 1st. That's because I am going out of town for vacation, as much as vacation as it can be in a pandemic. But we are going to the condo that we rent a couple times a year, taking my parents, and my younger sister Victoria will be there. Honestly, I'll have to work most of the time I'm there, so it won't be true time off, but it'll be a change of scenery. I'll be able to work looking at the ocean instead of looking at the wall, which is nice. But because of that, I want to weigh on the same scale every time, and therefore that's what I will do. So I will weigh the 29th and still have 33 days to get to December 1st, the ending date. But of course that will be 2 weeks at the beach, which will be a little harder to eat good, and Thanksgiving. So it's gonna be a tough month, but we're trying to get to 233 pounds. If you saw, I didn't, because of the way the first fell, I didn't weigh until the 12th, and I gained 6 pounds in that 11 days. No good. And I could tell I wasn't doing good. I was slacking off a little bit on the workouts. I was still getting 45 minutes to 60 minutes of exercise every day, but not as intense as I had. Plus I had been hurt and trying to get over the injury and not running as much, and I was out of routine, just a lot of excuses. I'm just making a lot of excuses. And I did poor. So I did what I called a 7-day grind the week after starting the 12th. And I actually made a video, if you want to go back about 6 weeks on my channel, I made a video just for that week and showed you what I did. And I lost 10 pounds in that week, or maybe a little bit more, maybe 11 or 12. And I knew some of it was just weight that had been sitting on me. I had been to a cookout, several birthday parties, and I just needed to digest through some of that and metabolize it. But others were going to stay there around. So I was glad I was able to shed that pretty fast. And then I think I'll probably weigh in somewhere around 237, 238, 237 for this weigh-in. So I'll be down about 7 pounds this month, which is still great. It's a lot less than some other months, but still great. And if I can hit that again, or even half of that, I'll get to my goal. And I'm down about, what, 135 pounds in 11 months, which is really, it's unbelievable. You know, my goal was 75 pounds in 12 months. I thought that I could do that. I thought I could maybe exceed that, but I didn't think it would be like this. I'm really proud of myself. One of the things I want to talk about this month is, you know, I've got a lot of new clothes that fit for the first 7 or 8 months, 9 months. Relocated myself because that dog was just going to bark the whole time, and that is not what I wanted. So, first 7 or 8 months, I'd just been wearing clothes that were too big, 3X, 4X, and just didn't fit. But, you know, I didn't know what size I was going to get to, and plus, you know, it's expensive and it's challenging. Plus, it was a pandemic, stores aren't open, etc., etc. So, recently it's been more accessible, and I've been able to get basically a whole new wardrobe and things that fit that are 3 and 4 sizes smaller than that. Some things I'm wearing size large, and some things I don't know that I've ever wore size large. At least, certainly not as a teenager or an adult. And it feels really good, and it makes you feel better to be in stuff that fits. And I've gotten a lot of shoes. I've gotten into shoes recently, tennis shoes, and wear those and make your outfit look nice. And it's just been fun. It's been fun, and going and looking better and feeling better about yourself. I was thinking, you know, it might be quite a good marketing technique if a store or a clothing line would have a thing where if you can prove that you lost 50 pounds in 6 months or a year or whatever is the right amount of time, that they'll give you a free outfit. You know, maybe that's depending upon how much weight you lost, because it makes you feel so good, and it would help you have loyalty to that store. And, you know, and some of the things like Polo or Lululemon things I've been buying, Lululemon I've never been able to fit into before, and their stuff's comfortable and soft, and it's expensive, it's pricey, but it fits good and it makes me feel good. And I think a lot of brand loyalty could happen if some stores might think about finding ways to reward people that have done that. I don't know. But I've been really, really pleased with that. I did have my annual physical, and I don't know that I've talked about that on the video. If I have, I apologize, but right now I'm in the middle of a 30-day window where they've taken me off blood pressure medicine, they've taken me off the diabetes, the blood sugar medicine, and I'm monitoring my blood pressure every day for the last 2 weeks. It's been good. And they'll monitor everything. I go back in 30 days, and hopefully they make it permanent. My cholesterol and my blood results was good, so I'm hopeful they'll take all my medicines away. But right now I'm only taking the cholesterol, and, you know, like vitamins and stuff, but having 3 medicines taken away is wonderful, and it feels really good, and I can tell I'm more clear-minded, and I feel better, I'm sleeping better, and, you know, a lot of those side effects have gone away. So really happy with my annual physical. The doctor's really happy. I'm hopeful my 30-day checkup, we can just get rid of all of it. But then that's ahead of pace. I thought that might happen next year, not this year, but it was a goal, so I feel really good about that. The other thing, you know, we've been in this pandemic, and it's, you know, from when I started the video to where we are now, everything's changed. And one of the elements about that is there's so many people that I care about, that I love, that love me, that haven't seen me this whole time. There's a great deal of my family and friends and then like coworkers and colleagues at work and whatever, that haven't seen me since December, since I started this, or before that even. And that's such a weird feeling. Or maybe some of them have only seen me once, and it was 4 or 5 months ago. Even Andrew, who I'm in this competition with, we've only seen each other in person for about 30 minutes this whole time.
He lives in a different city. We just don't, we don't have an opportunity to see each other. You're quarantined and everything else. And it's really weird to not be able to celebrate a lot of these achievements and successes and goals with the people that you care about. But hopefully that's going to change soon. But that's certainly, there's a level of isolationism that's happened here, and I'm very grateful to like Laura, who I work out with and has been shopping with me, and James, who I see all the time, and my friend David, who doesn't live too far away, and Victoria, who comes to visit my sister, because those are the people that have been able to notice it and feel good about it and talk to me about it and hug me and say it feels different and all these cool things that make me feel good. But it is hard when you kind of get isolated, and I've been talking to this camera, sharing it with all of you, and none of you have actually seen it yet. But it has helped me feel more connected to other people. So I'm grateful that I decided to do this, and I hope that you're all enjoying this video. So that's where we are. We're about to weigh in. You saw that Drew, he was eliminated from the competition. He lost his own Loser Leaves Town challenge. I guess I have to make a response to my new masked challenger, whoever this person is, that's accepted his bribe. But they're only gonna get one chance, 1 month, and that's it. And they're gonna have to put that mask on the line if they want the title, because that's how it's gonna go down. But we'll check in a little bit and see how that goes. But let's hit the scale, let's weigh in and see where we're at. And 1 more month, and we're gonna wrap up the video and see what our final results are.
Well. The loser left town. And now the early riser wants some. You see, I don't even have the belt with me. I'm here with a lattice above me. Maybe this is a pergola. I don't even know. I don't need to know. Because I always win. I don't have to carry the belt anymore. I'm not even defending it actively. No one wants anything. But the early riser is gonna try to cash in on 25 cents coin. Well, early riser, you don't get to show up 11 months in and just challenge for the title without putting something up. You want it, you get one shot, 1 month, the month of November. Mask versus belt. You win, you get the belt. I win, the mask is coming off. And we're gonna find out who really took the coin. We'll find out a month from now. Early rise. What a stupid name. What, early rise to lose? Early rise for coffee and sweets and donuts and goodie pie cakes? Early riser. You're going down. The mask is coming off in a month.
Riser here. I apologize for the lateness of this video, as I am now finally in my destination. Finally, I am where I need to be, a mere 138 minutes away from you, Big Dub. Now, I know that you have accepted my challenge. You have seen that I have picked up the bounty. And now that I am where I'm going to be, I am going to start my workout regimen. I am going to start my training. You see, the North American westernmost southern-based intercontinental European champion, you don't take days off. You are ready to go 100% of the time, all the time. So, I hear you want mask versus belt. That's fine. I don't have a problem taking off my mask. Do you have a problem taking off your belt? I think you're scared. I've seen the videos. Andrew has shown me what you've been doing, this 100-mile challenge. You've been intermittent fasting. It sounds like you're desperate. Sounds like things may not be going your way. Feels like the black hand of the South has gotten in your head. Know this, December 1, or whenever we get together, it won't be my mask that comes off this perfect chiseled face. It will be your belt being added to my Northeast, Southern, Eastern, Western championship that resides on my shoulder. Good luck and good night.
I heard that we were wanting to know where I was. Lewis, don't even know you. Don't even know why you're invoking my name. That's fine, because I'm just getting in some gains. Are you scared? Big W. Yet you had to have your friend Lewis call me out while I'm sitting here attempting to defeat you. 998, 999, 1,000. That's right, 1,000. 1,000 curls for the largest arms in North America. I don't know what you're gonna do. I saw little Planet Fitness. It's got nothing on my dojo of domination. So, Big W, Lewis, whoever else wants to call me out, that's fine. It's the 17th of November. We're getting close. We're getting close to either the title coming around this waist or the mask coming off. That will not be me. This staying right where it needs to stay. I mean, 1,000 curls. I'm surprised I can even lift my arm to make this video. So, Lewis, ask and ye shall receive. Big W, I will see you on the 1st.
Well, here we are. It is, technically, it's December 1st. It is 12:21 a.m. December 1st. Before bed, though, November 30th, my final night of this year-long challenge. And before I weigh in the morning and show you that result and we kind of wind down this video, I wanted to kind of catch you up. I was a little worried, as you saw. I was going to be at the beach for 2 weeks. We had Thanksgiving week. I ate a lot at Thanksgiving. My weight is kind of not gotten great this month, but hopefully I'll lose. My goal is to be 233 pounds in the morning. Hopefully I'll get it. If I am, that's 140 pounds lost. So we'll see. I've worked really hard in November. I did a challenge on Facebook with a number of you. I wanted to run 100 miles in the month of November. I ran 150, finished that today, and I feel really good about that. I ran several 10Ks. I ran several 7 and 8 mile runs, and I ran my first half marathon on the beach about 2 weeks ago. I am very proud of that. That's a thing that's hard to believe. A lot of inspiration from the folks that did the 100-mile challenge with me in November. I posted that on my social medias. Hope you joined that. I joined Planet Fitness, a gym, and a lot of this is talking about what's phase 2, what's next for me. I joined Planet Fitness a couple weeks ago. I've been 6 or 7 times. It's been good to try to work on some bulk and some mass. Also to have some cardio options because it's so cold now. As we get into late November, early December, it's getting really cold here, even in Georgia. Not pleasant to run. I joined a kickboxing gym. Actually signed up, paid for a year in full because I wanna be committed to that. Again, something different, meet new people, find different ways to exercise, continue this healthy lifestyle. And I started that. I've been doing that for about 2 weeks now and I love it. It's a lot of fun. It works me out in very different ways. It's great cardio. I went to the doctor. I am off all of my medicines, all of them. I no longer take prescription medicines. That's as good of a victory as you can have. I'm just super pleased about that. In some things, I'm down to a size large. I can wear a size large in some t-shirts. I can wear a size large in shorts, in tights, and underwear, and then XL and everything else. That's awesome. So I'm feeling really, really good. I have that masked, the early riser. It's been a pain in my butt. We're gonna find out what happens to him real soon here, but I just wanted to catch you up on that. I hope, you know, I may only lose 4 or 5 pounds this month, but I still think it's been a great month. I know it has. I've worked extremely hard, and I'm at such a light weight that it's hard to lose a lot of weight in one session. We'll talk more about my bigger goals when I come back, but that's where I'm at. I got all that done. Let's check out my very last weigh-in of this whole video, probably near a 3-hour long video. 52-ish times I think you've seen me weigh in, and this will be the last one to see what I did in 1 full year, how much weight I lost. Let's see it together.
Well, it's December 1st. And I was unable to complete the task. I was unable to defeat Wilson. Big Dub, Big W, and his little friend Lewis. But I am a man of my word. So Wilson, Big Dub, all your friends out there, Lewis, I guess it's that time to give you what you want. Since I couldn't take the title, I guess I have to give you my mask. It was me, Wilson. It was me all along, Wilson. I fooled all of you. Hell, even my immediate family bought it, that I was the early riser. And if it wasn't for some shin splints and my daughter's rapidly accelerating cheerleading career, I would have beat you. I would have done it. It's your fault. Wilson, you made me do this with your consistency and your level of competition that is known to no man. But in all seriousness, buddy, this was a competition I was glad that I never won. This whole year, I have been challenging you, and you've been beating me, and not once did I ever want to show up on the first and beat you. I received your message this morning. I saw your progress for the year, and man, I can't even tell you how proud I am, how proud Melissa is, my kids are, of Uncle Wilson and of Big Dub and of our friend. Thank you for letting me participate in this with you. Thank you for letting me have a little bit of fun. I reached my goal, a couple months ago. I had a goal of losing just a little bit of weight, and thanks to your help in this competition, I was able to achieve that goal. So thank you very much. And man, I wholeheartedly so proud of you, impressed, and I can't wait to see what 2021 holds for you. Love you, brother. Congratulations.
1 year later, here we are. The same place we started. What a betrayal by Andrew there. Under the mask, the early riser. He lost. He wasn't allowed to continue to compete. What a cheater. There's actually a lot of very kind things that Andrew said there. And I'm thankful for that. We'll talk more about that in a little while. But let's see, where did we go? In 1 year of staying focused, talking to you, doing this for YouTube. My final goal originally was 298 pounds. Then I changed it several times, and my new final goal was 233 pounds. My final weight, 231.3 pounds. I lost 141.7 pounds in 1 year, almost 142 pounds, 38% of my body weight in a year. It's hard to believe. Almost double what my original goal was, and potentially I could have got to double if the last month hadn't been a Thanksgiving month and time at the beach and all that sorts of stuff. But I'm very proud of myself, and I feel really good. And hopefully over the last 2+ hours, I've talked to you a lot about what I did, what worked, what didn't work, shown you some things, and you've just spent a year with me, kind of learning what this was like. My life has completely changed in 1 year, completely. All of our lives have completely changed in a year, in some form or fashion, but mine really, really has. And I'm happier than I've ever been. I've got some of the most exciting things that have ever happened in my life happening right now. And it's just wonderful. It really is. It's just wonderful. And it's not because I look differently, it's because I feel differently, because I internally am different, because I've rewired everything about myself and become more confident, become more positive, and I'm really proud of myself and where I've come. So what's next for me? And I've thought a lot about that. This has been what's driven me for a year, and I'm really pretty good when I get driven, when I get caught on something that I want to do something. This is about what my weight should be. I could see myself maybe losing another 10 or so pounds, being 220, 225. That'll take a lot of work, really, because I'm working out hard to barely lose a pound or two in over a couple weeks. And I don't want to work out 3 hours a day. That's not sustainable for life. I want to be able to stay kind of in this probably 220 to 235, 240 range. That's kind of where I'm at. I would like to tone up. I think I've been starting to do some of that, but I have a lot more toning to do. I'd actually like to bulk up some of my muscle, work on muscle definition. That'll put some weight back on me. I've actually already started working on that. I joined Planet Fitness over the last month, and I definitely have put on some muscle mass there. I joined Kickboxing Studio, which is one of the greatest decisions I've ever made for a lot of reasons. And it's been great. The atmosphere's been great. I really enjoy it. It's great cardio. I feel like that's also helping me, especially with core strength and abs and that type of stuff. Really working hard on that. We do a lot of HIIT style exercises in that, which is fun. Fun is a loose term. It is productive. Let's say that. So I'm really going to work on that over the next year. I paid for actually 2 years in full for the Kickboxing Studio. I paid for a year. They had a Black Friday deal where they double how much you bought up front. So that was exciting, and I wanted to invest in it so that I would do it. And I know I'll do it. There's a lot of reasons why I know I'll do it, and it's exciting. They also have martial arts. It's actually a martial arts studio, so I may explore that. That's something else I'm interested in. So that's what I plan to do, is kind of shaping up my body now. Now that I've lost a lot of weight, I got a lot of excess skin I'd like to deal with. I'd like to look a little bit better, just in terms of the way I carry the weight. But I don't think, I'm not a guy that can weigh under 200 pounds. My frame is too big, I'm too tall. So I'm also gonna eat more nutritious. So a lot of what you've seen has just been calorie deficient. I wanna burn more than I eat, lots of protein bars, lots of, kind of one major meal a day and a lot of grazing. I wanna transition, and I have been for the last couple weeks, into things like egg whites for breakfast and protein shakes, and lean meats, turkey or bison or
chicken, a lot more salads, and I've had some salads along the way. Fish, because if I want to bulk up and I want to work out in kickboxing and I want to get more explosive in that stuff, I have to give my body fuel. I can't just deprive it of fuel. So I've got to change my diet a little bit, up my calories. I've been kind of a 1,800 calorie or less almost this whole year. I'm probably going to move up to 2,300 calories as long as I'm working out, maybe even a little bit more depending on how much I work out, to try to give my muscles what they need so that they can develop. And I've got friends that are nutritionists and friends that really understand macro, micronutrients, and I'm going to work with them. I want to do a lot more outdoor stuff, a lot more hikes, even camping, potentially just adventures. I want to be outdoors. I want to be active. I want to be on my feet. I've got some people in my life that I can do that with, that are also into that, and they're across this journey I've met new people that are really important and really helpful, and going to be really positive things in my life. And so that's part of what I want to do too, is just really continue to change the way that I am. I'm going to keep running. I've run a lot. I ran 150 miles in November. I think I already talked about that. I won't run to that extent, but I'm going to try to run 15, 20 miles every week, as well as going to the gym, Planet Fitness 3 times a week, and trying to hit kickboxing 4, 5, sometimes 6 times a week if time allows. I'm just really gonna try to stay focused and work hard on that. So that's where I am. That's where I'm going. And if you watch this channel, you'll see on my regular episodes, Dub Life, that type of thing, you'll see me checking in from time to time, telling you how I'm doing. But there are some companies I want to thank, and then I'll thank my friends at the end. So first and foremost, Nintendo and the Ring Fit. That's what got me started with my sister Victoria. We bought it Black Friday last year in 2019, and for the first few months, that's all I did, and that got me where I felt like I could take walks, and then I felt like I could take runs, and then off we went. Apple, of course, for the Apple Watch and the Health app. I filmed all of this on my iPhone. I've edited all of my iMac. I've got my notes on my iPad. Apple is a wonderful company for me, for my family. They make products that help us, and the Apple Watch has certainly helped me stay motivated, stay encouraged, give me ways to track things. I'm really thankful for that. Under Armour is what I use quite a bit. I use my Fitness Pal, and I think they recently spun that off to another company, but that's what I use to track all my food. I use MapMyFitness for when I'm working out. For running, I have the running shoes that have a chip in them that talk to the watch. I wear Under Armour tights, workout clothes, especially the Project Rock items, and The Rock and his deal with Under Armour, and just how inspirational he is. And if you follow him on social media, he really lifts you up and encourages you. I think he's one of the best social media follows there is. If you want to be lifted up and cheered up, and even like where he's singing with his daughter, it's just wonderful. It's very uplifting, very positive at a time we need that. So that's the gear I wear almost exclusively. There are other products, gear I wear, and for other things, but for my working out, that's really what I've been in. Tommy John, that's who I use for my underwear and socks, and also for tights. I think they make the most comfortable underclothes there are, so I've been wearing that all along. Had to keep going down in sizes and getting new ones. So thanks to Tommy John. One protein bars, I've had a lot of. None of these companies that sponsor me. It's just who I've used. I'm telling you the products I've used that help me, because I think it's important to recognize that. So One protein bars, my favorite protein bars. I like basically all the flavors. I've had so many of those, and I don't get tired of them. Of course, wrestling in general, and WWE for the championship belt that Andrew and I have competed for this whole year, that I have won and kept the entire time. It's right there. It's gonna be mounted on the wall. And just wrestling in general, it's been fun getting to cut these promos with Drew and talk trash, and it's given us something to look forward to every month, and we wanted to do it. And he and I are gonna work out something for next year to continue something like that. And then of course I have so many friends, and I can't take the time to list everybody, but I just want to especially thank Andrew. You saw him all throughout this video, and he didn't have a lot of weight to lose. He only wanted to lose, I think, 10, 15 pounds. And he hit his goal several months ago, and of course that's why we did the little gimmick where he put on the mask, and it was fun. But he encouraged me all along. Every day we talk to me, we talk about it. I think it was July was the month that we just killed ourselves, where we just went over and above
trying to beat each other. That was the only month that he got a victory over me in a week, because he cheated 4th of July and beat me that day, that week, when I was, you know, with David and with the family. But he means so much. He and his family have supported me, and so many others have. But for the sake of this video, I just want to thank Andrew. On my social medias, I've thanked everybody by name. You can find that stuff if you want to. But you know, all of my family and friends have been so supportive. There have been people I've been sending my updates to every week, every month, lifting me up, encouraging me, cheering me on, and it means so much. But Andrew has been on this video and participating with me the whole time. So Andrew, my friend, thank you. You've helped me change my life, and in a way that I never thought possible. So thank you so much for that. For all of you, I hope you've watched this whole thing. I hope it's been encouraging and inspirational. You know, everything's different about my life. Those of you who are recent, have looked at some of my other videos that have come out recently, you know that I did a great purge and sold a bunch of stuff, and have kind of balanced some finances and made some other really positive decisions in that regard. Mentally, I'm stronger than ever. Spiritually, I'm stronger than ever. I'm journaling. I'm spending time in reflection every day. I'm trying to work on my leadership skills. I'm happy in a relationship. Everything is really, really strong and good right now. And I'm thankful for all of it. Thankful for all of it. So until the next video, which I don't know what it'll be, and I'm sure a lot of you might be watching this and maybe watch the rest of my channel. If you like this, if you like the positivity, just check out the rest of my channel, especially going forward from here. I have a lot of toys and adventures and vacations and food and stuff in the past, but my life is very different now. So if you like it, check it out. But I'm thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for the support. I did this in a vacuum for a long time before anybody publicly knew what was going on, but now you're all gonna see the journey. Please reach out to me on my Instagram, bigdub60, BIGDUB60. Reach out to me there if you have questions. You can find me on Facebook, first name Big Dub, the last name Squeeze It. You can probably find it that way. Or you can leave comments here and I'll try to reply if you want tips or encouragement, or you know what you're working through. You too can do it. It all started by just getting the Nintendo Ring Fit and doing it for like 10 minutes the first time. Highly encourage you to get that if you have a Switch. So thank you for watching. 142 pounds almost. Gone. I look a lot different, but more importantly, I feel a lot different. Thank you all. I'll talk to you next time.